Now the expression x squared plus bx plus c is divisible by x minus 1. So if it is divisible by x minus 1, it means that when we substitute for the value of x in this expression, we are supposed to get 0. Then it continues to say that it has a remainder 2 when it's divided by x plus 1. And it has a remainder 8 when it's divided by x minus 2. So we find the values of a, b, and c. Now a, b, and c, this is our polynomial, and our polynomial so happens to be a quadratic equation. So it means that our polynomial is ax squared plus bx plus c. That is our polynomial. Now if our polynomial here is divisible by x minus 1, then and there is no remainder, or when the remainder is 0, it means that for the polynomial, when the value of x is 1, is equal to 0. What do I mean? I mean that if x minus 1 gives you a remainder of 0, now it means that for the remainder to be 0, it means that x minus 1 should be equal to 0. So x should be 1. P of 1 should be equal to 0. Meaning that when our value of x is 1, so we put here 1, 1. It means that a plus b, b times 1 is b, plus c is equal to 0. That's our first equation. Then, in the second part of the question, they are telling us that it has a remainder 2 when divided by x plus 1. And so meaning that if we are to substitute our negative 1 into that expression ax squared plus bx plus c, then our second equation becomes a minus b plus c is going to give us 2. That's our second equation. Then in our third statement, they are telling us it gives us a remainder of 8 when so when we make x the subject of the formula here, it means that our value of x is going to be equal to 2. So it means that our polynomial, the value of our polynomial when x is 2 is equal to our remainder, which is 8. So it means that for a, if you put the value of 2 into ax squared plus bx plus c, it becomes 4a plus 2b plus c is going to be equal to 8. That's our third equation. So now we have 3 equations here that we are supposed to solve simultaneously. These 3 equations are that we are supposed to solve simultaneously. So we are going to first pair equation 1 and equation 2. We get one equation. We pair equation 2 and equation 3. We get another equation. So those 2 new equations we will have gotten, we will solve those 2 again simultaneously and we get what we want. Now the strategy we shall approach here is that we shall seek to eliminate b in the first 2 instances. So let's first pair these 2 equations. We have a plus b plus c is equal to 0, and then we have this one, a minus b plus c is equal to 2. Now if we are to eliminate b in this equation, if we simply add these equations, this equation plus that equation, b plus b here, this will disappear. So it means that if we add those 2 equations, we shall end up with a plus a, that is going to be 2a, c plus c is plus 2c is equal to 0 plus 2, which is going to be 2. I mean b plus b here, it is 0. So here we have our first equation. So now we pair equation 2 and equation 3 to get another equation, but with the intention of eliminating b. So when we pair those 2, a minus b plus c is equal to 2. Then we have this one, 4a plus 2b plus c is equal to 8. Now for us to be able to eliminate b here, the coefficient of b is 2, here the coefficient of b is negative 1. If the coefficient of b here was 2, negative 2, it would simply be negative 2b plus 2b. Negative 2b plus 2b would make this 0. The value of b will disappear. So what we do, we make sure that we multiply the equation above by 2. So we multiply this equation times 2. So it means that our first equation, the equation will now become 2a, 2 times a is 2a, 2 times b is minus 2b, 2 times c is plus 2c is equal to 2 times 2, which is 4. Then this one remains the way it is. 4a plus 2b plus c is going to give us 8. So now we can just add this equation and that equation, because when we add 2b plus 2b, negative 2b plus 2b will be 0. So 2a plus 4a is going to be 6a plus 0. 2c plus c is 3c. So it's plus 3c is going to give us 8 plus 4, 12. So that's our other equation. Let's call this was equation 1, 2. Let's call this equation 4. We call this equation 5. These are our two found equations. So now we have two new equations. We have this equation with a and c. We have this equation with a and c. We have eliminated b. So we have two new equations, so we solve them simultaneously to get the values of a and c respectively. So we can still continue that looking at these equations. We can simplify this equation further, by the way. 6a plus 3c is equal to 12. If we divide through by 3, simplifying it further, this would turn out to be, if we divide here by 3, by 3, by 3, this becomes 2a plus c is equal to 4. That will still be our equation 5. So now we solve these two simultaneously. When we solve the two equations we are solving simultaneously are 2a plus 2c is equal to 2. Then we have 2a plus c is equal to 4. 2a plus 2c is equal to 2 is our fourth equation, and this is our fifth equation. So we solve those two simultaneously. Still by elimination method, we are having 2a, 2a, so it's easy to eliminate a. If we subtract this equation minus that equation, we get here 0. So eliminate a and get c. So 2a minus 2a is 0. 2c minus c will give us c. That's going to give us 2 minus 4. 2 minus 4 is going to give us negative 2. So it means that our value of c is negative 2. If our value of c is negative 2, then we can substitute in either this equation or that equation to get our value of a. So we start working backwards. Our value of c is that. Our value of a will be 2a plus c is going to give us 4 from that equation. So meaning value of c here will be 2a. C is negative 2, so we say minus 2 is giving us 4. 2a definitely is going to become 4 plus 2. So our value of a is going to become 3, and so we substitute that in our original equations. A plus b plus c is equal to 0 to get the value. A plus b plus c is equal to 0. Our value of a is 3 plus the b we are looking for plus our value of c, which is negative 2. And so that's the answer. We have our value of b as negative 1, a as 3, c as negative 2. Thank you for watching this tutorial. Please don't forget to like and share this video. For more videos, simply subscribe to Kisembo Academy. For Kisembo Academy, this is Arnold Ranga Kuramia.